Hello and welcome to the WGER 102.5 Historical Society. I'm Jeff Borger, and what I have for you today are some vintage recordings from the 1970s, probably around 1972 from WGER. A reminder to visit us on Facebook at the WGER 102.5 FM Historical Society. WGER was very important to me back in the 1980s when I was starting my broadcasting career, but these recordings go back to the 1970s, so it's interesting to hear how the station was back then. And even though I never got to work at WGER, I'm proud to be able to say right now that this is WGER, Bay City, Saginaw, Midland, also serving Flint. Enjoy!
What is free today, Avery? In the past years, the Paxson Oil Company, Gulf Gasoline, has grown to be the largest in Saginaw and Bay counties through gift giveaways. The most popular gift giveaway has been our potato promotion. Again, at the Paxson Gulf Pumps, we have the same unbelievable offer. For each 8 gallons and 10 cents of Paxson Gulf gasoline purchased, we give you 10 pounds of the best potatoes in the world. Paxson Gulf has proven the entire family loves potatoes. Beautiful, white, creamy mashed potatoes with your favorite gravy. Golden French fries or steamy baked are also terrific. This is harvest time. Buy Paxson Gulf gasoline and lay in your winter supply of potatoes. Remember, an 8-gallon purchase of Gulf gasoline and 10 cents gives you 10 pounds of the finest #1 potatoes in the world. Stop, Paxson, go Gulf.
Are you looking for a television set? Get it at Greenlee's for many reasons. Greenlee's selection is the largest in Michigan. Greenlee's has all the popular styles, low voice, portables, consoles. Greenlee's has all the cabinets, all the combinations. And Greenlee's has its outstanding exchange privilege. Here's how it works. You buy a set, and if you discover it's not exactly what you want, go back to Greenlee's within 10 days and exchange it for any brand, style, or size sold by Greenlee's. And you know Greenlee's sells them all. So if you're looking for a new television set, go to Greenlee's. Terms are the easiest. Also, Greenlee's famous service policy and free 10-day exchange privilege. Shop at Greenlee's. At Greenlee's, you're guaranteed the Saginaw Valley's finest service. At Greenlee's, service isn't just a word, it's a promise. Buy your television from Greenlee's.
This is WGER-FM, Bay City, Saginaw, Midland, also serving Flint. 102 on your FM dial.
WGER Sports Briefs. Late news from the world of sports.
The Baltimore Orioles have defeated the Oakland Athletics 5-3 in the first game of their best-of-5 series for the American League pennant. Baltimore struck for 4 runs in the 7th inning to come from behind and defeat Oakland's Vida Blue. The defending world champions have won 7 straight playoff games over 3 years. Baltimore trailed 3-1 going into the 7th with 2 out and runners on first and third. Mark Ballinger knocked in the first run with a single to center field. Pinch hitter Kurt Martin followed with another single to tie the game, and then Paul Blair drilled a 2-run double down the third baseline to put the Orioles ahead for good. And so on from there. The victory is the 12th straight for the Orioles, who closed out the regular season with 11 wins in a row. The teams will meet tomorrow in Baltimore for Game 2 of the series. Catfish Hunter will pitch for Oakland against Mike Cuellar. In the second game of the National League playoff, Pittsburgh and San Francisco. At the end of 6, it's Pittsburgh 4, and San Francisco 2. The Detroit Lions outscored the Atlanta Falcons 41-38 in a wild National Football League game at Detroit. The Lions raised their record to 2-1, while the Falcons are now 1-1-1. Detroit scored in a variety of ways. Safety Mike Weger grabbed a fumble and raced 52 yards for a touchdown, and Ron Jesse ran 97 yards with a kickoff return for another. Greg Landry threw a 56-yard touchdown pass to Larry Walton in the last play of the first half and tossed a 16-yarder to Charlie Sanders for another TD in the third period. Bob Berry connected with rookie Ken Burrow for 2 scores, covering 56 and 25 yards. The Lions suffered a blow in the third quarter when running back Mel Farr went to the sidelines with a possible dislocated shoulder. Repeating the final, Detroit Lions 41, Atlanta Falcons 38. Cincinnati Bengals defensive back Ken Dyer suffered what is described as a contusion of the spinal cord at the neck in today's NFL game between the Bengals and Packers at Green Bay. First reports were that Dyer suffered a broken neck. The running of rookie John Brockington and 2 field goals by Lou Michaels led the Green Bay Packers to a 20-17 NFL victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. The Minnesota Vikings blanked the Buffalo Bills 19-0 in their NFL game behind their famed Purple Gang defense. The New York Jets rallied for 2 touchdowns in the last period and beat the Miami Dolphins 14-10. The Pittsburgh Steelers turned 2 San Diego mistakes into touchdowns and beat the Chargers 21-17. A pair of first-period touchdowns started the Baltimore Colts to a 23-3 NFL victory over the New England Patriots. 3 touchdown passes by quarterback John Brody led the San Francisco 49ers to a 31-3 victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. The Washington Redskins upset the Dallas Cowboys 20-16 for their 3rd consecutive National Football League victory. Charlie Durkee booted a 37-yard field goal in the last 9 seconds of play to give the New Orleans Saints a 17-17 tie with the Houston Oilers. The Saints now are 1-1-1, the Oilers 0-2-1. Francis Sever, 27-year-old Frenchman, has won the United States Grand Prix auto race at Watkins Glen, New York. Sever passed Tyrrell Ford teammate Jackie Stewart of Scotland on the 13th lap and finished about 40 seconds ahead of his nearest competition. It was Sever's first victory in 2 years on the circuit and was worth $50,000. Switzerland's Joe Seifert came in second. Sweden's Ronnie Peterson was third. New Zealand's Howden Ganley came fourth, and Stewart wound up fifth. Sever covered the 199 miles at an average speed of 115.092 miles an hour. The race was witnessed by more than 100,000 persons, which officials say is a record for the event.
You've heard WGER's Sports Briefs. Late news from the world of sports.
Hi, you know.
Hey, what do you know,
I know a guy who'll give me a great buy on a snowmobile, you know.
Ah, an Arctic Cat?
No.
I've got a new Arctic Cat,
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, Arctic Cat is the snowmobile with the low maintenance,
I didn't know, you know.
Arctic Cat's slide rail suspension, And Arctic's airplane-type all-riveted aluminum chassis, No welds to pop,
I know more than I did a minute ago,
Yeah, Arctic Cat. That's the snowmobile to buy,
But what about this guy I know who has the price,
When it comes to choosing a snowmobile, it's not who you know, it's what you know.
You know you can count on the Cat.
Your Arctic Cat dealer in the Unionville area is T.K. Schmidt & Sons, 3043 Bay Street. In the greater Flint area, see the Cats at Water Wonderland Sports Center at North Dorton, Saginaw Road. In Saginaw and Reese, see Lionel Ackerman Sales and Service. Hoyles Incorporated, formerly Linwood Sports Sales, with 2 locations, 225 M13 and 6987 Bay Road in Bay City.
You're invited to see the debut 72 collection of fine home furnishings at Prime Brothers in Bay City. Debut 72 is a national effort by the home furnishings industry to bring you better design and better design ideas in a whole new way of living, total look home fashions. Stop in and register for the Debut 72 $100,000 home fashion sweepstakes. Win a home or one of more than 150 home furnishings merchandise and prize offerings to be given away. See it now at Prime Brothers, 1500 South Euclid Avenue, Bay City.
They're on an anti-tick kick at Shermer's Jewelers because the things that tick make a conventional watch run wrong. No such parts appear in the Accutron by Bulletin. That's why it doesn't tick. It hums as a tiny electronically powered tuning fork splits a second into 360 equal parts. The best a ticking watch can do is 5 or 10. The difference is accuracy. So join Shermer's anti-tick movement. Trade up to an Accutron. You'll receive a liberal trade-in allowance for your own watch toward the purchase of a new Accutron. The Accutron is priced from $110 to $600. If marriage is in your future, investigate Shermer's one-stop bridal service. Choose your ushers and bridesmaids' gifts. Register your flatware, china, and crystal patterns at Shermer's. J.A. Shermer and Sons, Jewelers in downtown Saginaw.
This is WGER FM, Bay City, Saginaw, Midland, also serving Flint, your good luck station.
It's 7 o'clock, time now for News on the Hour. This is John Hashey reporting. In the news at this hour, in state news, 80 Jackson State Prison trustees will be spending some of their last months in jail going to night school at Jackson Community College. The program starts October 15th as one of the first in the country in which outside classrooms are used for prisoner education. The inmates, all with less than a year left in jail, will be in the classroom from midnight to 6 in the morning and will be considered full-time students. They will sleep during the day and have no assigned jobs other than class and homework. The 12-week classes at Jackson Community College include electronics and general business. Officials say it is cheaper to have the classes at the college than to buy the equipment for additional classes inside prison walls. More news in a moment.
It's one of those things nobody misses until it's gone. All over. Finished. And it could happen. There is no USO unless you help. Because USO gets no government funds, it depends entirely on your gifts to United Fund, Community Chest, United Way, or your local USO campaign. So please give. There is no USO unless you help.
Now in world and national news at this hour, this just in, the Pittsburgh Pirates have defeated the San Francisco Giants 9-4 to even their best-of-5 series for the National League pennant, 1-1. Now in world and national news, President Nixon has returned to his Key Biscayne, Florida residence after 2 days at Grand Cay Island in the Bahamas. While at Grand Cay, he worked alone and then went ocean fishing with friends. South Vietnam's President Thieu appears certain to win a vote of confidence, as he has described it, in today's election. The election in which Thieu was the only presidential candidate was conducted amid enemy shelling, terrorist attacks, and street rioting, which resulted in 20 dead and more than 100 wounded. The Cambodian High Command has reported heavy enemy resistance in its drive up Route 6 to relieve besieged Kampong Tom. They were attempting to dislodge communist-led troops on a hill overlooking the highway. The spokesman said 3 Khmer soldiers were killed and 5 others wounded in the hillside assault. He estimated enemy casualties at 55 dead. Mediators in the West Coast dock strike that has closed ports from Canada to Mexico say negotiators are reported making progress. The strike enters its 96th day tomorrow and becomes the longest in West Coast history. Negotiations in the East Coast strike are scheduled to resume in the morning. The strike began Friday and produced the first coast-to-coast longshoremen's walkout. The unions on both coasts are separate. The Gulf Coast Union is connected with the East Coast Union. Mayor John Lindsay of New York has practically ruled out a fourth-party candidacy for the president. In a television and radio interview, he said he switched from Republican to Democrat because he feels the Democratic Party represents the only real hope for a realistic change in 1972. Said Lindsay, "I don't think a fourth party could do that." Speaking on the CBS program Face the Nation, Lindsay repeated he still has not decided to seek the Democratic presidential nomination. 2 men have died in separate bombing and shooting incidents in Northern Ireland. This brings the total killed in the last 2 years of violence to 115. A terrorist bomb damaged a government office at Lisburn, 10 miles from Belfast. Shortly after midnight, police identified a mutilated body found nearby as 19-year-old Terence McDermott. A British Army spokesman said security forces believe McDermott was involved in planning the bomb. The second victim was shot dead in one of several pre-dawn exchanges of automatic gunfire. This time it was in the Roman Catholic Falls Road area. The Army said it was not involved in the exchange that included the fatal shooting. Here's the weather. Tonight, chance of a few showers or thunder showers, mostly early tonight. Lows in the mid to upper 50s. Monday, partial clearing and cooler. Highs in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Monday night and Tuesday, fair and cooler. Lows Monday night in the mid to upper 40s. Highs Tuesday in the upper 60s. Wind south to southwest, 10 to 20 miles an hour, becoming southwest to west, 10 to 20 miles an hour, late tonight and Monday. Within the hour at Houghton Lake, cloudy 67 degrees. At Grand Rapids, cloudy and 70. Lansing, rain and 71. Flint, partly cloudy and 76 degrees. And 74 degrees at Detroit. At the Tri-City Airport, cloudy, 74. The wind is from the west at 6 miles an hour. The pressure is 29 and 83 hundredths and rising. In the Upper Peninsula at Houghton, partly cloudy, 51 degrees. At Marquette, partly cloudy and 65. That's the news and the weather. This is John Hashey reporting.
Let's face it, the only time you can enjoy your snowmobile is when it's working, and unless you're a mechanic, service can be a problem. That's where Woolfile Hardware in Saginaw shines. Not only do they have the finest snowmobile, Ski-Doo, but they also have the finest service department in the area. Woolfiles can keep you on the trail instead of in your garage. And with Ski-Doo construction, the question becomes academic. This is the ruggedest snowmobile going, whether for competition or just plain enjoyment. And Ski-Doo has the greatest line of accessories and suits going. See Ski-Doo at your service dealer, Woolfile Hardware, 5818 State in Saginaw. Ski-Doo for 72 has more going for you.
Decorating a new home without professional help can be a frightening experience, especially when you suspect you've made some mistakes. Trowers Carriage House, 425 Wright Avenue in Alma, will help you avoid all this. You stop by Trowers and talk about your home. Discuss your ideas and dreams so that the final results will be you. Trowers will help you draw up room plans, discuss colors of walls, draperies, and floor covering. Whether you prefer the gracious elegance of a townhouse or the cozy comfort of a country ranch, Ethan Allen, the elite of fine furniture, brings you a great collection of American traditional furniture that blends perfectly with any decor. Come in soon and browse through Trowers Carriage House in Alma, featuring 27 professionally decorated room settings. And one more thing, Trowers has a free gift for the bride. A new 358-page Ethan Allen Treasury of American Traditional Interiors set in beautiful color photography. So visit Trowers Carriage House, 425 Wright Avenue in Alma, and see why they say we care about your home almost as much as you do.
You'll find the best deal of all at Belford Buick Pontiac in Davison. Long ago, the people at Belford decided that a good deal on a car isn't good enough. So they built a good service department of skilled mechanics who give you personalized service in a friendly manner. Now, 41 years of service. Stop in the next time your car needs servicing. Stop in any time to take a look at the new Buicks, Pontiacs, and the fast-selling European subcompact Opel. You'll find good used cars, too, at Belford Motor Sales on the Big Corner in Davison.
This is WGER-FM, Bay City, Saginaw, Midland, also serving Flint, your 24-hour stereo station.
Cyril M. loves all forms of wildlife.
Hold your paw still. There.
He regards all wildlife as a national resource, and the checks he writes show it. National Wildlife Checks from People's National. A series of 5 from a collection of 75 standout checks available at any People's National office. Cyril's checks say something about him. Yours can say something about you. PNB People Checks. People's National Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.